because it's like he's an asshole. Is like that's an asshole right there for what he said or for what he's doing or whatever. But is he an asshole, or is that just like how he was raised?
I don't want to start with, thanking God for the gift of women.
Okay.
Not just women,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful women.
Mm.
Fuck. Now,
Of which you are one, of course.
so
Yeah.
the ones I'm talking about, I know the level. Fuck.
Which ones are you talking about?
Whoa! Yesterday I went out.
Wait, did you-
Actually, today I went out, and I'm
For
yet
coming here.
very dedicated to this thing that we're doing here. Yes, for coming here.
Okay. Wait,
How did we arrive there? First of all, thank you very much. I was on my laptop by 9 p.m. Tayo calls, ring, 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 ring. I said, Tayo. I pick. She says, oh, she wants to text me. I want to make sure that I was online. But since I'm already here, she didn't tell me the call. She cut all the car. This will be serious. I now stay in the chat to read her text. What does she tell me? Hi, my friend booked a table for us at Secret Palace. Are you down?
Secret Palace is.
Thank you very much. I'm arriving there.
Okay.
I didn't know I was going to prefer. I said, no, I'm not down on that. Not today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday.
So please hold on. My bad. Okay. I wasn't sure if I started recording.
Okay. Tomorrow is Friday.
Mhm.
She says, that's why she also have work tomorrow. I say, oh, this is how we do in Lagos. How was it that way? I say, you know what? So I reach out to, she tells me to reach out to our friend Olamide. That's my wife now. I reach out to Olamide. Olamide's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday, Olamide.
I love you, my baby. So it's fit the theme, considering that was
Happy birthday.
no. Men are also let me just dive again.
Okay.
Men are foolish. She was ranting to a man about how she hasn't had a girls' night out in a while. The man's response was to book a table in a club with drinks.
I see.
Not send her money.
I mean, you ask her, you get now. Is it not night out?
Send her money for the girls' night. Must it be like club?
You can never do right as a man.
Yes.
There's nothing you can.
All he said was girls' night, and he implied he imposed on us.
But you also didn't have to go.
He already did it. And already made.
Yeah, but was it going to be rude if you just say, I don't want to? We don't want
He
to.
already paid. I thought Tayo. One time I was texting us now was, oh, this table is already there. Oh. Like,
so he wasn't going there himself.
He wasn't.
So he just paid for the table
and the drinks
on the table.
Yeah.
So you guys just had to go and drink it.
Yes, exactly. Black. Can you say finish songs?
Okay, that's low-key ass, to be fair.
But it is life. That's how they roll. She doesn't mind it. It's strange to me because no same friend of mine can offer me that.
Where's Secret Palace?
Thank you very much. Down here after Monarch. I think a few buildings after Monarch.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, making me jump. So I say, okay, she wants us out by 1, but I live in the residential area, so Ubers won't be allowed into my side. So if I want to go out, I'll have to walk a distance, right? So I leave house earlier.
This is 9 p.m. last night.
Yeah,
they were telling you.
Yeah, I left my house around 10-ish. So we meet Tayo. I get to Tayo's. I dress up. We go for this thing. What do we go for? We get there. I pick Olamide, and then we go there. Now, while we're going there, all I knew was we should be there at this time, and we're going to set this. I didn't know what we're doing there.
Okay.
Right.
So at this time, you didn't know about the table, whatever.
Oh, I knew. I don't know. You know what? I feel like I have problems piecing information together.
Okay.
If you don't give it to me as a whole, I just take the part I hear and run with it.
Okay.
So I did hear that there was a table with drinks. It didn't click that it was going to be a club. Until I got there. Not only was it a club, a strip club.
Oh, wow. No wonder you started the episode with Thank God for Beautiful Women. I can see.
Fuck.
Oh my God. Was this guy said, was he playing prank or what? Was it, wait, was it men, were men stripping too, or just women?
No, just women.
I see.
Which, you know what? Now that you said it,
Mm.
I remember I tried telling this babe, is there not any section for men? Let us also, start that. But, no, because Nigerian men can never, they see it as degrading.
No, I think there are men that do stripping now.
In this Nigeria,
I would
I've not
believe
heard.
so.
They're probably undercover.
Probably.
And that's why they're undercover. They're embarrassed.
Is
And do you know what that pisses me up about this? They'll probably charge more than female strippers because they're not exactly high in supply.
I can't.
So they will take me, my woman's profession, and do better and more. Can you even see? Even in the thing that they will insult women that hey, sex work, man will do it.
You know, it's a game of demand and supply.
Please.
It's a
Who can do? I'm very sure we're lying.
It's demand and supply.
Which is me. I'm going to say something very problematic. Women, stay with me. Can we afford male strippers? So why would they, like, if they exist, why are they more expensive?
Because, okay, so women also stay with me. Men are there with me. So the idea is there are more women. Again, I don't know. I'm not conversant in stripper culture. In fact, I've never been to a strip club, so I don't know. But I'm willing to assume, ignorantly, that there are lots more women stripping than there are men stripping. Right? So a lot more women are very much open to stripping and going to the club to go and make some money than men are. So the men that do have to go and strip, they have to meet some certain standards of physical fitness.
Do you think the women don't? All of them had BBLs, not all. A good majority of them have BBLs.
That shows you that they are getting paid well.
Or they get these BBLs for same way the man has to prep, the woman also has to prep. I have one problem. It's never a problem. You know what? Eglo. If I will say it on the pod.
Why?
If I say it to be please don't
make. Yeah, sure, I'll believe
because they did not shave their vaginas. Now, why is this a problem for me?
Yeah. Why is it a problem?
I assume your body is your work, right? I want you. Okay. Now the thing is, maybe I'm thinking in the white area, they are properly clean shaving, not even shaving, waxed. So you don't even see hair grown, like you don't see ingrowns, you don't see bumps, nothing. It's just clean. They actually take care of it. But Nigerian men don't care much for that. They even like bush.
Do you feel like that's intentional?
Don't say that, like Nigerian men don't care for that. Nigerian men like bush. So
no, I mean, like, apart from Nigerian men, like, I also don't think that's true, by the way, that Nigerian men like
we
bush.
don't like bush.
But I think this might be really left field, but it's like, if they have to strip, they might as well cover something, you know, because the hair protects their privacy a bit, doesn't it?
Sure.
It covers the coach, it protects them from drinks that might be
There are
spilling
people
or whatever.
that when they're dancing on the men, they actually pull up their bikini bottoms and they pull it out so that men choke money. So what's the point?
Then so that the money, for example, now the money will not be skin to skin.
Okay, love
you get.
They're dancing on the pole and they open their leg with hair.
They're probably using it to protect themselves.
Sure.
That's the bottom line.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I just think that my friends, when I first talked to her was they're too busy. That they have to work. I told them same way I work in the day and I'm available for them at night. She too should be running errands during the day.
Was it all of them that were that way? Like no single one of them?
Yeah. And that's the thing. There was this should I say white? It's not white. She looked white. Let me say white. Lebanese. You know what? I'm saying Lebanese because when I saw her, she reminded me of someone in my secondary school that looked like her. She's from Lebanon.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming
she's Lebanese. Okay.
Right. So if you're not, sorry about that. She was clean shaving.
So
I think it's a
preference thing. It's a target audience thing.
Or she was not born and raised in Nigeria. Or with Nigerian parents.
I see.
Yeah.
So did you get the dance from ladies yesterday?
Yes, so
If you slap us,
no, I don't slap her. I want disrespect.
what did you do?
I
Tell
dance. They dance for me now. I dance on them. So I dance on my friends too. I even play drum.
So you had a time.
I will tie.
Wow. So you
I
see,
sent a snap at like 4:53. Will I make it by 9 a.m. today? We will find out. Stay tuned.
so
I had it tied.
essentially, the man still
Man, still
to be tagged
LMA.
for
She spends money spraying them money now.
really.
You can't just stay there and sit and be drinking.
They already paid for everything.
The drinks.
Okay. How many drinks on the table?
Now, if you ask me, I would say like 5. Did we drink 5 because we're few? No. So they're giving our drinks to people that were around.
You people were giving your drinks to people.
No.
They
They paid for it. Who will drink it? Already paid for it now. So
no, but like, why didn't you drink it yourself?
Alamni doesn't drink alcohol.
Okay.
I have work the next day.
Okay.
Kyle.
So you did not drink at
also,
all.
I drank.
Just a little bit. Damn.
So you had to be too.
So you had to forward against your wish.
Nah, Judith is a devil. Okay, hearing Judith is a devil.
Who is Judith?
She's a friend of ours. She joined in later. Like we've already gotten very settled down. This is 2 hours after he comes in, and as she enters, every time she just keeps pouring it. If you should it, giving us. Like she just make sure that we all were drinking. I was drinking when she got there, but she ensured that we all. As she's taking 2, we must be taking 2 too. Like
yeah, ginger you people.
Sure.
What was weird about it is that it was a Thursday night, It could have been a Friday night, and then you know that at least you are.
That show you how impromptu the man plans it.
Like, when did who's Olamide? No.
Oh,
whose man did it?
Man, Tayo's friend.
Tayo's friend. Okay, yeah. So when did Tayo tell the friend?
The day of, I think. I don't really know. I will lie to you. I don't know don't really care of it. You do not care.
I see.
As long as it meant I will be there.
Was anybody drunk among any of you?
Yes.
Judith. Only her.
Yeah, I have a very high tolerance. Because she kept saying,
I see.
This is not a bit that I get free drinks, so I'm not the one affected. I grew up on alcohol.
I see.
I'm an emo babe now. Growing up, our Christmas drink. You know, when on Christmas Day you have chicken, then drink. It was wine mixed with Fanta.
Wow.
Like kidding us. There was a time growing up that I had this distinct memory.
Your parents were aware.
They're the ones that are mixing it now.
That's mad.
I want to say a story now. Growing up, there's this day we flitted the rooms, so we're in the parlor. So we're in Anambra State. I remember this very well. We're watching Barney. My father bought a new bottle of wine and then poured it for us to drink.
Child abuse.
Child abuse.
Underage.
He just poured. I kid, none of us woke up in the morning on that floor.
Wow.
We did when that checked the bottle.
I swear I've never heard of this. I swear to God.
We're like, what happened? We all like,
damn.
We just woke up in the parlor. I feel like I used to have that I've probably passed out before, but I was not aware. I was a child. I slept. I woke up.
Wow. Wow.
Right. That's when my father said pay attention to, because I don't think he paid attention to the alcohol level, the volume in that drink. It was high. I can't remember how it was. Like 30 something. It was high.
Just kill these kids.
Well, I used to eat. We've grown taller than us.
Wow.
So now, wow.
Because my own parents were very like the other way about alcohol for us. Do you know there's this Sons of Rechab
in the Bible?
Yes.
I don't know. I just heard Rechab and I thought
the Bible. So the idea was that I can't even remember what prophet it was that was testing them. I think they had lost their father, and then God. Anyway, the thing is, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be blasphemous, but sometimes you need to actually hear these stories for real to actually realize the bullshit that they are. That like God asked these prophets. I think it was. I can't remember what prophet it was. Please let me know in the comments.
Bible scholars, if you are interested.
Enough, I've forgotten. It's been a long time since I went to church. But the idea was that the prophet went to test them with wine. And their father had laid a commandment for them that all the descendants of Rechab must never taste wine in their life or whatever. So, and then they rejected. They said, our father said we must not listen. And then God shall bless them. He made them more abundant because of it. Like, God shall rewarded them very, very bountifully. So, my parents kind of put us under that same
Your parents chose the part of the
or
Bible.
commandments that like we are never to taste alcohol in our
They realized that
Like,
Jesus served a party wine. Your parents remember that
don't
part.
mind them. They can choose. Don't mind them.
But
They-
there's this babe on on TikTok. I mean, that I religiously follow her videos every Sunday. She dissects the Bible. I can't remember what the series is called. Right, I came to my body, it disappeared. So every Sunday, she picks. She's currently in Matthew, but for the longest, she had been doing the Old Testament.
Okay.
So she would read Genesis. She'll pick. I'm not pick and choose, but she'll read from literature from 1 to 10 the main story. She'll not pick, bring that out, and show you how ridiculous it sounds. Like to you as a human being. Now that you're educated, let's assume that good then
you know a good thing. Yeah.
you that you know book.
Say reason now.
Reason it like that. I remember I can't was something like, and the person disrespecting God. I'm like, the person that wrote the Bible is disrespecting God. But if God is truly who he claims to be, then these discrepancies in the Bible should not exist. Like this stupid decision that he continues to make would not exist. Do you get?
Yeah. Do you know that these sons of Rechab, it wasn't only drinking that he said they must not drink, or they must not build house for themselves. They must basically want them to be living like Levites. You know?
Yeah. I'd like preached earlier.
Which is crazy to me. I wonder why my parents did not ask us to not build a house for ourselves. Yeah.
Maybe we should be under the bridge. You don't want to sense Paris.
Do you remember the okay? Do you actually remember the first time you tasted alcohol? Because I do.
I don't remember. I was a child now, like I said.
I think the first time I tasted alcohol it was wine. It was actually at my no, not my first job, but
Sorry, if I forget.
Yeah.
My father sent us wine. That show you how.
sent you people wine.
Yes, there's a wine. My favorite. He said this is for we should. Mommy will said this suggested they sent to one that we can drink, one that we will drink when she comes back.
I see.
That's how open we are in our family.
I feel like if my parents are watching this, I feel like it's in this episode that they would know that I've drank alcohol before. Like
Oh wow!
I've even gotten drunk before. I've told you of that one time that I got stupid drunk. I was here. It was all these years.
You're old now.
No, I was not on my own. No, I was. Can't see I'm laughing.
You were there.
He was not there, but he came that night. It was what I actually like.
Helped the life.
Not even help my legs. At then I was already in the. But it was one that kind of talked some sense into me. Like, okay, you do calm down. Like, you do relax, because I was bent over the toilets.
Abu's a great friend. Let us say it now, because Kyle did the exact same thing to me for days I don't forgive her.
Oh my god, what did you do?
It was to wrap up us graduating. We did cultural pride, yes, cultural pride night, and then there was the after party.
Okay.
I kid you not, during the cultural pride night, because they were not serving alcohol at the dinner, Kyle leaves to go and bring alcohol from her fridge, her hostel. She comes back. We are drinking. She's sharing it on our table. Everybody's coming. Oh, I heard you have alcohol. She too. We're sharing the alcohol, right? Or that's what I thought. That the alcohol was dropping because she was sharing it.
She was drinking it.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
We didn't know.
Damn.
We shall check. We saw the bottle is already half gone. He said, how many cups did I drink? One. Okay, maybe more people came to borrow that I was not aware of. Go and change for the after party. As the after party started, I also won't forgive Bola because he saw that Tayo was gone. But he said, you know what, you need more. Paul got all those amounts. I was back. How this was drinking it for?
I see. Down the alcohol that made I drink was even wine. To be fair, that night I was actually in a mood. I just felt like getting drunk. I was in the house with Abu's friend at the time, um, and it was just two of us, right? Abu had just gone out. He was coming back like that night, but I was just like, you know what? I actually do feel like getting drunk today. I've never been drunk. I've been tipsy, like you take a shot, you feel a little loose, you know.
Mhm.
But so that day we went out, we got two bottles of wine, one white, one red. So we shared one, and then I drank the entire bottle. The second bottle, I drank a full bottle and a half of wine. It was next.
Let's start afresh.
Yes.
You have too many vices. Have I ever mentioned any vice on this podcast? Never. You have a lot of vices.
I do.
You've lived the life. Oh.
I've not lived the life actually. I usually look to live the life. That's what takes me into this pathways. It's like, okay, well, what was the next experience
blame
that I could experience?
church.
Of course. And I'm even still relatively conservative for someone that doesn't go to church anymore.
It's
I am.
you just now have. I think you don't see it. You see it as you have principle that you live by. Not that God you're doing because you think God no go to your fire.
No.
Just have
To
principle.
be fair, I don't even think there are principles that I'm happy to live by. They are just like there are principles I'm happy to live by. But sometimes it's just the fear of not wanting to ruin my life. Like because of when you have too many people counting on you, you're just like, okay, there are just some decisions you just don't take because you want to find out what that life is like because it will impact other people in your life and stuff like that. But for that particular day, I was just like, you know what, I actually want to get drunk and know what that feels like. I think after that day, I did not drink alcohol again for a while because I was like, what? So at first, obviously, it's fun. You are like,
I don't even know.
been drunk, that's crazy. So at first you're like, you're slurring your words. You are this. Next thing you know, the world start turning. You know when you rotate or what's when you're a kid and you turn. That's literally. I'm not kidding you. I wish I was saying that. Oh, it feels like that. It's exactly like that. But it's getting faster by the minute. Like it's getting faster. Everything was turning. I could not stand up anymore. Jesus Christ, it was crazy. Then I was here, I crawled all the way because I could not stand up on my feet to that bathroom, sat down there. I was just like, oh my god. So I think I was there when Abu now came in and was like, look at get yourself together. So he took me to the room. I climbed onto the bed. So as soon as I got onto the bed, because I had not even vomited there, I was
Trying to.
getting to it. As soon as I got in bed, try to sleep like this. Like you would literally close your eyes and the walls will still be turning. Everything will still be turning. I was like, okay, what the fuck have I done? Well, I did not vomit on the bed. No,
I was waiting for that,
no.
so I was trying to
Nah, I brought myself to the bathroom and then I vomited. As soon as I vomited, everything was okay and I went to bed. I took a shower and then I went to bed. It was fine. Everything was fine. I was in a controlled, safe space. Like I would not do that if I was.
we outside. You'll keep pouring.
If I was, if I was outside.
You see your boys are gone. Every part are fresh.
But yeah, that was quite an experience. So you've never gotten drunk?
If I have, I wasn't. Again, if I have, that means.
You know
If I
that night
have,
that we
I
went to
wasn't.
Love in the Boulevard, I was tipsy too.
Yeah.
Tipsy is just where you want to be. It's
Yeah.
like just
It's
tipsy.
a level. Yeah.
Once you get past that point, it's just pain. I think for a while I was just like, okay, what the fuck? Why do people get drunk? Why are people drunkards? Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I had a serious topic to discuss. So it was from this tweet that says, I don't care how you were raised, you are an adult. Unlearn that nonsense. Right? And then the response to it was, this is why I won't accept you for who you are because I'm constantly working on myself. My thoughts on this is that I think so the way I see it manifest more is with women, especially feminists, right? Hold on. But that's not the topic of the discussion. It's just the like easy bait way. I can be like, okay, this is an example of it. Where I feel like people don't give grace to other people for how they were raised. And I remember you telling me the other day as well that, you don't like when people use it as an excuse that that's how they were raised, or it's because of trauma or something like that.
Are you going somewhere?
No, I'm not going somewhere with it. I just want to open the discussion with it.
Maybe because I have a problem.
You don't have problem with it. Sorry.
It's again, you are a grown up. You should be able to now think for yourself. Your parents did a fantastic job raising you. Were they always right? Maybe luckily for you, maybe some were always right. But growing up, you should see that
But not a lot of people are able to have the
have sense, full stop.
yeah. If I want to put it that way,
Then it's guys, that's the issue. They
but
don't have sense.
but that's the thing though. It's not because I feel like there's a lot of times that in your life, in your daily life, you put up with people because of that's just who they are. So at what point does it become like, okay, do I
When your actions
Mm.
indirectly is contributing to a larger problem, that's where, like, for example, with what you said with the feminists, growing up, I did not know what feminism was, right? There are things I know for sure I internalized misogyny. There are things that I would always um I used to be not proud of this, but I used to be one of those. I'm not a feminist. I believe in equality. One of those ones, right? So because I do not want to be termed a feminist and all that, but I share their values, but just do not want to be a feminist, right?
Mhm.
When I realized that me saying is rubbish, it's not doing me, it's not doing me any good, but more harm. Because people that are actually fighting for me, I am telling me like I don't want to associate with them. I'm trying to diminish their work more or less. I should immediately have sense and be like, hey, that why don't I want to associate with people that I share their values with?
Mhm.
Uh, have helped me more in more ways than I can count. Just because they are called evil on
Mm.
Twitter.
But the point I was trying to drive out with the feminist call out is not it's specifically because sometimes when feminists are dealing with other people, especially men, right?
Okay, I think I know where you're going to now.
Yeah.
I had the conversation with a friend one time where I don't know this is where we're going to, but this came to my way we're speaking. Because this is how he started. He said uh, they like to generalize stuff, that somebody could be making a tweet randomly about a topic, and then a feminist will come into it and generalize it that this is not what should have. I mean, stop it. This is rape. Or,
No.
give an
So
example.
it's adjacent, but not exactly hitting it on the head the way I wanted to switch off is which was we live in a culture. We live in a culture. Period. We have our cultures. We have and our culture, our religions are by default not feminist. Unless we want to lie to ourselves.
I'm aware.
Right?
The world at large.
Do you understand? So the idea is, especially here in Nigeria, where even culturally, there's a way you've seen your own parents relate with each other. There's a way you've seen them grown up together. There's a way you've seen community around you treat women in general, even in your church. There are things that you just hear. So now that we are older and we know better, and we know that we should treat women better, we should actually see women as our equals. Um, I feel like there's not enough grace given to the fact that a lot of people are indoctrinated as such. Like, so when a man does something that is clearly misogynistic, there is maybe even not clearly, maybe even one of those gray areas, or like, oh, you shouldn't have said that, or you shouldn't have like talked down to her that way, or whatever. I feel like there's not enough grace given to the fact that they've been like this since they were kids, literally. It's the reason why a lot of people can't still, get out of church, even though church doesn't make sense to them anymore, because like it's so ingrained in them. to behave that way, and they're still trying to like come to terms with it. They're still trying to adjust to it. So therefore, the attack on someone's character because of actions that they take or things that they say, I just feel like sometimes can be unjustified.
I don't think so. We heal the world one person at a time, right?
Mm.
Heal. We try to treat the issue one person at a time. If I let you go because I'm giving you grace, someone else lets the other person go, this issue will keep happening.
No, it's not about letting go. I don't mean for you to say I don't say let's go. I just mean that the way we approach these topics, the way we
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
When we approach it, we're not trying to
because it's like he's an
demean-
asshole. Is like that's an asshole right there
Uh-huh.
for what he said or for what he's doing or whatever. But is he an asshole? Or is that just like how he was raised?
Give me an example
So
so that I will understand what you're saying. Because if you can call him an asshole, like if it is very clear that what he did is shitty, why should I give him grace? Because that's how he was raised. If everyone around him, plus me, plus you, can see that he's shitty, why are we giving him the excuse that, oh, but this is how they brought him up now, so he doesn't have a choice?
okay, so no, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, hold
Okay.
on. Let me try and come up with an example. It's like nothing's coming off the top of my head, so I'm trying to manufacture a scenario
Okay.
where, let's say as we're talking like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bulldoze over you or something, right? Because I feel like I'm in a situation where I'm the man, I should take control or whatever. Do you understand?
Okay.
And then you feel a bit like, okay, like let me speak, or don't talk down on me, or don't diminish my status
Uh-huh.
in this. But this person has grown up in a home where he watched, his mom keep quiet when his dad is talking or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's like, is he an asshole, or is just how he's raised? And then there should be an approach to try and like,
He's still an asshole. Because that's my friend who that always give the excuse of this Harry was raised. He was not raised in a bubble. He could see that
was.
okay. So you mean tell me that all his life he was the only person he knew, the only people he has interacted with, he has gained, learned social interactions from was his mom and dad. So you can't go out and see how other people, like, it doesn't make any sense.
The reason why I'm saying that is, so I grew up in a Yoruba home as well, and there are some values that we hold. And then when we go to church, we interact with people that have those exact same values. Do you understand? Like that's literally the environment I grew up in. Where sure they try to skirt around this issue of uh equality but they don't say it like that. They always still say that the man is the head of the house, which I believe you don't believe anymore, right?
I don't
Do you understand? But you grow up knowing that, okay, the man is the head of the house, the woman is meant to cook, do
You know what?
the,
Nothing
do
about it.
the
The main we need to update our curriculums in school because till date,
they are still doing
who is head of the
head
family?
of the family.
The
You
father.
see what I'm trying to say?
Like,
So you now see the child grow up into a situation where let's say your baby
you see, that's another issue. If you interact with the media, if you read, if you research, if you again interact with the media, you will start seeing dissenting opinions, things you've grown up. That's how people unlearn. Because I take the things I have learned growing up granted, right? I come into society, I meet someone that our ideals clash. I should not immediately think my own is the better one.
but
I
that's
should
how
take.
but that's how a lot of people do.
They're not ready to learn. That's not someone that has it in them to learn.
But
If you always think you are genuinely the better person, what are you looking
no,
for?
it's not about genuinely better person. So let me explain. I'm trying to get this point across. When I was in CSN, right? I told you that I used to go and preach on the streets as well. Did I? Yeah.
If you're Christian to go far.
Yeah, you go fast more. Like I will be on my way to school as a child. Yes, I'll be on my way to school and I'll be like trying to do ministry and try to convince people that this is the way to go. Like, you have to drop your old ways, blah, blah, you have to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, this, that, and the other. And I really deeply believed it. Granted, I was a child. But the point is, I was so certain because of how like deeply ingrained I was in my ideology, in my like that's how I'm raised at home. When I go to church, that's what I'm hearing as well. Like,
When
this
you
is the way of life.
This is how
So when I go to school, they don't usually come and talk to us about women wearing trousers, for example, or women wearing earring. We're seeing our teachers do these things, and when we are at home, no, but when we are at home, where we are learning about heaven and hell, which is like your when you go to school, you're going to school to learn books. That's trivial. At least true. The other day we were talking about how influential can catharsis to be is because it made these things like larger than life. Do you understand? Like the whole purpose of school, it made it seem a bit larger than life. I don't know true and true because I never experienced him. But my point is, you are going out knowing that the world is a corrupt place, that the world is an evil place for you to be, that everybody in the world is not like you, who is the chosen one. That's the, I don't want to call it brainwash. That's exactly what it is, but that's the ideology that you have from being a kid. That going out of the household, everybody else, you have to be different than the rest of the world, right? So you truly really believe this thing. You believe in the man being the head of the house, like he can just sit back, watch his wife, clean, cook, do whatever he does, as long as he's able to go to work. Like that's literally what you grew up in, like. And for when we talk about that in the most extreme version of it, we're talking about abuse. Like maybe the man is abusing his wife or whatever. But that's not. That's just the most extreme version of it. In a lot of homes, in the stable version of it, it works. The woman is happily fulfilled doing her quote unquote duties, knowing that like doing it. She's just like, trust me, my mom, right? I know you don't believe this, but
you should not believe this.
I do.
Your mother does not believe it. So
She does. I promise you she does. Like, look, if she doesn't, I would know she doesn't. I like because hold on. Let me explain. It's the words they say themselves. Like it's how they go out of their way. Like because like they believe that this is like if it doesn't,
made to love it.
she wasn't made to like okay, so maybe she was made to love it, but from like growing up in her culture. That's how it's like she was raised that way. Like when you go to your husband's house, you do this, you do that, right? So is she, in the case of the man, is an asshole. Is she stupid for doing that? Or there needs to be more of like a dialogue about these things in a way that is like sympathetic towards the way someone's brain has been wired versus how they should be in the modern world.
Like I been saying for a while now. With your mom, with my mom, they could not know better.
Couldn't they?
I don't think so. Me, my own mommy now, I don't think so. I'm thinking of why. How do I know better? Because of the internet.
Yeah,
because I'm able
because you're
to
exposed to the
a lot.
Yeah.
But they, like you said, they're exposed to genuinely just a commitment. Everyone is acting the same way. They assume this is the norm. That's why I said for these older people, I can give grace. You hear me say that my parents are tribalistic, and I say fair. Because again, my mommy was born in the Civil War.
Yeah, but
Like
if you
I
find a
don't
child,
give them grace.
if you find a child our age, like so here's the thing. I think we need to understand the privilege of intelligence, that you're able to like sit down and actually weigh things against each other. Like you and I both know that Christianity in its traditional way doesn't make sense. For example,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Do we give grace or not to people that believe that or that perpetrate this idea of Jesus this, like,
Maybe my confusion is I don't care enough. If this is what you want to believe, but when it now your decisions will now affect my life, that's when I start to care. That's the point. You can decide to like give God all your money, but if you're owing me money and you don't pay me because you want to give God, that's when I will call you a fool. Do you get, like, as long as it's your decisions now begin to affect my life directly or indirectly, directly and most of indirectly, that's when I would now have an input in how you live your life. I don't typically
I think you have a good points there, honestly. Like, I guess that's where the line is drawn. But I don't know. It's just always something that has been playing on my mind for a while. Like, we, like, as a society, right? A lot of time people are like, oh, that person's an asshole. That person is an idiot, or is a fool, or is this, or is that. And it's like, are they?
They
Are
might be.
they?
They might be.
They might be. Like, a lot of times people are. But
There's example that I was trying to give. If I not relate, but I'm trying to show you. Might not relate. When I think about it, might not relate, but I want to give this example.
okay.
There's a time my friend called. We were just on a call one time, and he was talking about how we're always quick to judge on Twitter, like what you said. Like, someone can make a post where in itself it is a joke. If you're not, as the streets call it, woke, you would take it for what it is, a joke. But then you would see a feminist on that tweet, or you see feminists on that tweet bashing
The joke.
bashing the person. That's, and I said the problem with it is, even if you want to see it as a joke, someone would see that tweet and think it's normal. The example, the tweet was telling me was a girl made it to a girl, bullish girl, mind you. She made a tweet that I slept with this, I slept at this man's place throughout the night. He never even touched me. Gay man. There are two problems in that tweet. One, I don't call it homophobia. It's a form of homophobia. The whole, because a man is attracted to me, he must be gay. You can't deal with that. Then the second one was, as you can tell, the sexual assaults. Because if the man did touch her in her sleep and had his way with that, that would be rape.
Okay.
Right? With
Okay.
the men were laughing. Some women were laughing. If I was easily impressionable, a random maybe 14-year-old that lied that I'm 20 to get on Twitter, I see this tweet, I think, okay, so if I go to a man's house and he doesn't touch me, oh, it means he hates me. Like, I'm easily impressionable. I'm seeing these things online, so it's ingrained in my head to the point feminists make, or me, why I think they do it is, when they make a tweet and they quote you and use it to school you, people now think you are insulting. You will have seen tweets where this was not his joke, but like, even if I don't even like that type of joke, first of all, even if you want to deem that a joke, this is someone's life. This is someone's horror story. Someone can see that fit and realize, this is what happened to me, how my own assault happened, though. And we're trying to educate a member that someone has obviously, I want to assume all men know that you can't have a way with a woman while she sleeps. That's if I want to assume. So even if you know, there's one unassuming person, one easily impressionable child that will see that tweet and think it's normal. A boy, and one day too, a boy will sit and be like, so if this girl comes to my house tomorrow, I must touch her in her sleep. Do you get, like, this is why we call the shit as it happens. We don't want to assume it's a joke. We are very vile. We need to me, the reason why we have to be vile is so that they can see it as what it is, demonic.
So I hear all your points. The part I agree with is the impressionable child. And I'm like 70% agreeing with it, right? My other 30, I will explain. And there's a tendency that by the end of this, I'm more like, okay, I actually 100% see the point because I do see the point. What it reminds me of is this billboard joke. Do you know billboard?
Bear what?
Billboard.
No.
He's literally one of my favorite comedians. I was actually still watching his film last night. Um, he's a comedian that like he's one of these like controversial comedians. He seems like he's a redhead man in his 50s. Like so he cosplays this angry old man. At least for a lot of his not early materials because he's been doing it since he was a youth, but when he like in his 2010s, material or like towards that 2020, whatever, his material was very criticizing of um woke culture. Do you understand? He always like used to make joke about it, how they do transgender, all those kind of topics, right? Um, even though he has now is sorry, I'm glazing my favorite comedian a little bit. Pardon me. Like his material evolves over time. Yeah, it's gotten to a point now where he has kids now. He's married. He has gone to therapy. Not gone to therapy. He has kind of seen another perspective of life, and his material has changed too. But during the height of it, he was making a point that um please tell me it was him because he's the one that is coming to my head that was making this point. That he went to a bar in a town, right? And they have this something on their, or maybe you also saw it in the news or whatever. They have this, like, how bars we have like things on the wall or whatever. Like, um, we like our beer like we like our women. Sorry, yeah, we like our beer like we like our violence, domestic. Offensive joke, I get it, but joke. Hold on,
Being line.
hold on. Wait, a joke. So his point was, are you telling me that a man then as he would never beat a woman in his life, he would never like he sees that joke and he's just like, "Ah, I need to get, I need to get to and punch my woman." Do you understand? Because obviously this is normal. But what I didn't factor in, which you said, which is why I'm like, okay, I'm with you on this. That could be a child reading that, thinking that this is what you do. Like it's just what you do.
I maybe me when
Normalizing
child
it.
is stretch.
Because you think that adult
So
can
that's
be
why there's peer
impressionable as
pressure.
such.
That's why there's something called peer pressure or whatever. They feel like you can easily sway
But it's a
your peer.
joke.
It's not. There is episode of Law and Order SVU
Okay.
where people families of rapists they come together for like a conference because they genuinely believed if their father or brother or whatever can rape, they can't.
So and try to prevent
yes, that's the point of this circle. That they come together whenever they have this rape
tendencies.
urges.
That's crazy.
In quotes, they will come and talk about it in the group, and then they will give advice as per, oh, me to have had this was. Mind you, no such study exists that because my father raped, I must rape. These are people that just genuinely they found an excuse so that if they rape,
they will blame it on someone.
Just see how
crazy.
People are that insane. I'm very sure one person thought of it, shared it in his network, and these fools picked it up because there were about 20 in that group. 20 grown men. One man there eventually goes on to rape and uses the exact same style that his father uses, like his MO, no MO, like, and rapes, but to get like immunity or whatever, lesser time, he now offers that, oh, there's this rapist but only a court. I know him because in that circle, if you've raped, you confess your sin.
Wow.
Now, my point is, let's even ignore like the trigger warnings, the others ones, is that one man thought, you know what, families of rapists, if you think you have rape, this thing doesn't exist in reality. I don't want to rape anybody. Do you want to rape anybody?
No, of course not.
The fact, if you hear, God forbid, that one time in your life, one late grand or whatever, rape somebody, would you all of a sudden ignite the rape urges in you? That doesn't make any sense. It's not sensible. It's the person probably thought of it as a joke, but someone picked up and said, you know what, I found a new excuse to rape. Like, I found a new excuse, like, oh, it's people are just that dumb. Like, again, and these are not like 16-year-olds, they're 20. The one that able to have fought something. And do you know what he was saying? His excuse was he had stayed pure all his life. He had tried not to be his father. He was like fought something when it happened, but he just finally gave in. All that did not exist until he was not saying it made sense. That he always looked at women, he always liked women. He's heterosexual, he was supposed to like women. But obviously he said reading too much into genuine everyday reaction. This episode, that's how you treated me. Let me talk about it. Let me not move forward. Just continue. I'm irritated.
I get it, but I'm just like, I still, that's an extreme case, isn't it? Compared to someone,
It's not extreme. There's nothing like extreme. It's either it's an issue, it's a foolish statement that someone made and people bought into it. It's not extreme. That's it. A foolish statement someone made, like this foolish girl that said that stupid thing. Someone will see it, even if you just 10 out of the 10 billion people will see it and think, you know what, this babe that came, maybe that's why she's angry at me.
your point.
She came over and said, and she came over and she had not spoken to me since. I could I don't touch her. The next time I come out, I'll make sure I touch her. There are people like stupid people like that. Do you get? That's why we have to treat everything as an extremity, because if we don't tackle it, we are indirectly, even though we don't want to admit it, enabling someone else to do something stupid like that in the future. Like that.
I get what you mean, and I'm resolving to that point as well, because I, as you were talking, I was remembering that even Bill himself was saying it one time that I'm paraphrasing here, the idea that he will finish a joke sometimes and someone will come and meet him. Like I think he was joking about this, that they will come and meet him at the parking lot and they're like, yeah, you're so right. Like but I'm joking though. Like, yeah, fuck black people or some shit like that. Like, at the end of the day, even though we mean these things as joke, or someone is saying it because they are ignorant or because that's how they were raised and they were cultured as such,
It's going to
it can be an influence to someone undiscerning. Okay, yeah, that's a good place to leave the episode. So hopefully that someone has this question as well, like I did, and we've been able to talk through it and come to a good resolution. Thank you for listening to us here.
Just don't tolerate your foolish friends.
Yes, that's the bottom line. Don't tolerate your foolish friends.
Call them out. Don't say because I'm your friend, I know she's not like this now. Call it out, because you don't know where she will carry rubbish and go somewhere and jabber. Okay?
Damn. You see, that's the thing though. Because I'm intolerant. So all these kinds of things.
So sorry.
Because I'm just like
The time
I just
fair. There was a time I think I was overhearing the conversation. It had nothing to do with it.
Because I'm just like, hey, it's none of my business, but it probably should be my business,
Because if you carry rubbish and go outside, it's a problem. There's actually a problem.
Yeah. I need to do better. I think I need to do better.
I too need to do better. Maybe, like you said, give grace. I should not assume that they know.
Yeah, I also not assume that
people. But that's I'm tired of teaching. Maybe that's the problem. You will hear people where they'll be like, oh, but they're tired of, because every single evil feminist you know now, they were nurturing at one point. I used to be nurturing. I used to sit my ass down and be explaining why what you said is wrong. Why, but it gets to a point where you are repeating the same thing. And you are tired. You get to here, you just you're just angry. That's the word, like angry feminists would you just. So at one point I used to teach. Now I kid you not, could care less. I don't care.
Because the thing as well is that the world is so complicated. I'm just thinking about this in so many ways. That the world is so fucking complicated that there are, what I mean by that is there are multiple different dimensions to human beings that, you will find a human that is Christian, misogynist, and um not racist, right? But he's misogynist. But then you find another one that is not misogynist, but they are racist. And you get like like people have dimensions to them, but the more you stand firm on your own values and beliefs, which I don't think I do enough. I think you know that about me. That it's like I know what I will do or won't do, right? Or if someone else is doing something like this, I can just like, hey, you get like just
So
no,
right.
it's not my business. At the end of the day, it's who they are. And I'm just wondering about that. Like, is it better to tell people off on things that you don't agree with them on? Um, just so they are very sure of your stance on it and never ever like bring that kind of shit to you again.
Yeah.
Or like for example, um, the client I want to talk about, right? Like when she starts saying some things that are, I'm not going to say anything though, like that are maybe a bit, you know, not with my morals. I'm not going to say anything. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm just not going to say anything because I'm like, who am I to be educating you? Who am I to tell you? Even even Abu, just like you get, like I will not say anything. So I don't know. I don't know. The world is a complicated place. Just try and seek knowledge. That's always my own thing. It's like seek knowledge, seek perspective, always
Like
understand
don't
where
be
I'm coming from.
if exactly like the saying says that always to sides to a coin.
Mm.
That you know it this way doesn't mean it can exist in the other way the person is presenting it to you. If you've now done your research and decided to stay with your side, that's one I can get with. Not the one that you are blindly following something. If you even have to explain why it is the way, or why you believe this way, and nobody told me this as a child, or not because you've gone ahead. People that are Christians today, the Christians that I value, or to me, I don't want the better Christians. The Christians I know that are more in sync with their faith are people that explode, found God because
They went on their own
on
journey.
their own journey, not because they grew up in church and they were in church wardens or they were ushers or whatever. Don't if you want to if you are so sure that your values and you are scared to go and research because of fear of changing your mind, then you are in trouble. You are actually in trouble.
But that's the thing that the church also teaches. Though I think we're a bit over the hour mark, but that's the thing that the church teaches as well. That it's like the devil will come for the truth that you already know. Do you get like the devil will come for it? Like you don't like the idea is believe what you believe and tune out every other thing is noise. There's more encouragement of multiple perspective. Like, you know, I don't want to talk too much on this subject matter, but you see what I'm trying to say, where it's like everybody is so in tune with their own way of the world that these other people are the ones in the wrong and they're always automatically in the wrong and there is no empathy towards
Do you
what is
think this is
causing that,
a Tower of Babel situation?
that we don't understand each other.
Yeah. And that's how God wants it to be. Because
I
if
think,
we do reach even like ground, there'll be a problem.
yeah, there will be a problem.
We will be after this when we are going to the moon now. When we come together, we'll be going to heaven.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
don't need salvation anymore.
Because
No,
when you really think about it,
so don't strike me down. Oh.
because they really think about it, I always say this a lot, like not say it a lot. It's a weird thought that I have in my head that I've plotted out to anybody. There's a reason mixed race people are objectively sometimes. This is a very weird thing for me to even blot out. Just better in terms of, so you will find a um like a mixed race person that, let's say their dad is from Africa, black or whatever, and the mom is like European or whatever. They just somehow now get the good genes of both sides, and they're just like, wow, they're just
Do you mean like physical features?
physical features.
That's what I mean, like
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
best. Okay.
yeah, like physical features. Physical features, yes. Like I want to emphasize that in terms of like even things like I don't want to go as far as to say athleticism. It's just aesthetic features, to be fair. And I always just feel like there's a reason why, and of course that person will shall have that the blackness will prevail at the end of the day. Your hair will still be nappy somehow. Like you will shall still be black. If the whole world just relaxed on these their borders and everybody can go anywhere and then there's peace and then we can all like nobody's saying oh stick to your race or whatever, don't you think we all tend towards like a perfect human race where it's like all the good things from, because the DNA will filter out itself, the weak would die. That's it's survival of the fittest at the end of the day.
That's not a theory in biology. It taught me that.
Yeah, right. So it's a very weird left-sided take that if we all just decide to mix together and there is no oh this person looks African or this person looks European and everybody just mix up, we all come together to end up at at the utopia of human race where everybody is just maybe the same color same. Maybe that's how animals end up with that same color. What's the day that there was no
Green.
Black
Green cow.
you get or black lions, and then eventually they all and they ended up here.
Maybe
It's a weird thing. So we can never agree. We can never see eye to eye on things because then the whole thing will collapse.
then Jesus will come down again. They will send the flood. I mean, you know what happened in Genesis? Send the flood.
Right. Anyway, we're getting into deep waters now. Let's swim back. Thank you again.
Would I push it wise and go further?
Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. And as always, we're not fucking.
Because I fuck with women only.
Clearly.
Clearly.